YouTube, what's the word, man? As y'all seen by the title and the thumbnail, I'm giving y'all some more free game, you feel me? Today, I will be showing you guys how to get your brand inside a retail store. My brand, Be Special, is currently in 35 retail stores around the country: Miami, Houston, California, Arizona, Colorado, North Carolina, and even Arkansas. I need you guys to watch this video from start to finish because I don't see nobody else on YouTube giving y'all some game like this. What we're gonna do today is I'm going to the biggest and the richest mall in my city, and I will be interviewing a store owner to see if you guys qualify to be in his store or any retail stores in general. That store actually has no Be Special merch. It's kind of like an interview between me and him, and it's also like a first impression on my brand to see if he would take my brand in his store. But I'm gonna mix it in with a little vlog, right? I know a couple of y'all been interested in my one-on-one mentorship. If you are, go ahead and hit that first link in the description. I'm taking y'all from zero to your first $10,000 in your first month owning your clothing brand. Also, it is Memorial Day weekend, so as y'all can see, we got the Be Special backpack, and it's filled with merch just in case we see somebody, man. So we at Best Buy right now, y'all. I gotta get another microphone. I get a smaller microphone, y'all, because look, like, when I record, especially when I'm vlogging, I can't be walking around like this, you feel me? It's messing up the fit. I like the DJI, that's what I'm recording on right now. But I might have to get one of these because I be seeing all y'all YouTube guys, y'all streamers and all them, y'all be having these type cameras. And I like this camera because it moves a lot faster than the DJI. So I think this is gonna be decent. It's just like a microphone, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen those before too.
I feel like they connect to any camera though, right?
Are you setting up for like a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I mean, I have a YouTube channel now, but I'm about to do an interview and I need another mic. You feel me? Look, man, there's too many people out here, y'all. Like, y'all be so scared to start YouTube, make content, start your brand, whatever it is. And y'all don't realize there's so many people out there. Who cares about the people around you that don't rock with you, don't support you? Like, it don't matter. Too many people out here. That's like, keep that in your head every single time you do something that's out of the ordinary to make your family better.
It's for everything that you're seeing. And it comes with the carrying case.
I have that though. That's the thing. I got the creator combo when I bought this. So, but my only option would have to be to get this to get an extra mic.
What we have available in the store, if you want to go DJI, then that would be the only option that we would have for your solution.
All right, bro. I'm gonna have to do it. I do plan on filming some podcasts pretty soon, so I needed this anyway. Basically, I needed this anyway. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man, because I'm investing in y'all. Real talk. I'm investing in y'all. All right, I'm investing in the content, and the quality of my content is just gonna keep getting better and better. I started this YouTube journey 6 months ago, and we on the road to 10K right now. Listen, y'all, the streaming world is taking over right now. I swear to y'all. Y'all gotta name me in the chat right now, in the comments. I want y'all to name a streamer that y'all want in y'all brand. Me personally, I gotta get Kai in the brand. Definitely gotta get Kai in the brand. It's possible. I can make it happen for sure. And that's why I like going to this mall, because like I said, it's literally the richest mall in my city. All the designer stores like Balenciaga, Dior, Louis, all them type of stores is in here. When it comes to stores, I remember getting in my first store and it wasn't even in my city. That was the craziest thing. That's why I told y'all, like, there's so many people out here. Even if your own city not trying to rock with you, there's just so much more out there. But my first store was actually in Houston, and it really helped me out like tremendously, y'all. Like, Houston was the perfect location for my merch in the store. It's called Prestige. If y'all in Houston, go to the Galleria. The Galleria is the biggest mall literally in Houston. Go check out Prestige, man. I think it's either called Prestige or like Swag or something like that. I think he changed the name. But when I first got into my first store, like I said, it was an unreal feeling because the amount of traction that stores get inside of malls is crazy. Although, you know, we go crazy online, people love the convenience of the mall. That's why they go to the malls, because of convenience, literally. But we about to get up in here, y'all. We're gonna turn the camera on once we walk in the mall. Let's get it. All right, y'all. Just walked up in here, man. I don't even shop at the mall no more, y'all. Like, I really don't. I be going to the mall and I be seeing something I like and I be like, damn, I could really make this myself. Free game for y'all though. When y'all go to the mall and you find something you like that you want to make for your brand, buy it. See it as an investment, because when you buy it, you can send it straight to your manufacturer and you can get the same cut, the same quality. Yeah, the same cut and same quality for it. Like the same size chart for it. Y'all can see, man, we here at King and Duck. What up, fam?
You guys looking for something specific today?
Nah.
Browsing and shit?
Yeah, just looking, yup.
You need help with something, dog, so let's know we got about.
Appreciate you. What up, my guy?
What you got going on,
How
man?
you doing, man? Fam? Good.
Yo,
This is my little brother, Roosevelt.
What's up,
He
bro?
my cameraman today.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
I've been wanting to do, you know, my YouTube video. I mean, my YouTube channel is for clothing brand owners trying to start and scale their brands. You feel me? So I wanted to interview a store owner. Get your opinion on all the brands that you got, all the potential brands that you could get. You feel me?
How your samples taking?
Samples taking about, depending, 3-4 weeks. It's definitely a waiting game with me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That point, see, you ever thought about going over there, bro?
I need to. No, that's definitely a goal.
Gongsu?
That's definitely a goal.
Gongsu is where everything is.
Gongsu, yep. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, Yeah, and then you go there, you get your point of contact, and then you tell them, hey, this is what I want, A, B, and C. But the biggest thing is preparation. You as a brand owner has to be prepared to go OT
Exactly what you want.
and know what you want. Hey, this is what I want, because it costs money to go.
No, for sure. I was thinking about going out there with like if I seen like a Balenciaga shirt that I like, the fit, the fabric, the size chart, bring that with me just so my manufacturer could
take it. Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you got to worry about is person A go like this fit as opposed to person C.
True.
You know what I mean?
Facts, facts.
Bro, and I tell people all the time, fashion is so up and down. It's very finicky, because what he might like, I might like.
No,
you
facts.
might not like it. He might like
Facts.
it. That's for people.
Yeah.
And if only one person buy it, that's on 25%.
How you feel about brands finding their audience though?
I think it's very important to find your audience. But a simple fact, that's what go drive your business.
Yeah, exactly.
And so with finding different niches and different audiences, bro, it's all about not being selfish.
Yeah.
You could like something, oh man, this is what I'm stuck on. You gotta get outside your comfort zone.
Yeah.
I might like this, bro might like this, I might like this. This is the trend. You can always taper and cater to what you like at a later time because it's your idea. But what's in now, you gotta roll with it.
You gotta roll with it, exactly.
Gotta roll with it now.
And I host a mentorship, so I have a group of students that actually have clothing brands. That's the majority of their problem. They join the mentorship and they want everything how they want it.
Yeah.
And at the same, when it comes to fashion, it's always moving. It's always changing.
100%.
Always.
It's so many different variables up and down.
Yeah.
All the time.
All right, so we're gonna get to these questions, man.
Yeah.
Before I even get into the questions, I'm gonna have my guy introduce himself, introduce his store, how long he's been going, and just the history behind King and Duck.
My name is Shane, aka ST Ski on Instagram. Store is King and Duck. Me and my business partner had it for the past 17 years. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but through and throughout, right here, man. So the name came from White Man Can't Jump. So for a lot of y'all older cats, it came from the movie. A lot of young cats might not really know it, but it's a collective of East Coast, West Coast, Midwest type of deal. And so we cater to a little bit of everybody. For sure, there's different levels of streetwear brands. So we find out right in the middle.
Sure. Sure. How long you been going?
I've been on board as the owner past 12 years.
12 years.
Last past 12 years, and seen a lot come and go. We've seen a lot of stores come and go, a lot of hot trends, a lot of not trends, a lot of ups and downs.
Definitely. 12 years going. What was, before I even get into the question, because you consider yourself an entrepreneur, correct?
100%.
As an entrepreneur, there's always going to be ups and downs all the time. What was the biggest, would you say, maybe downfall that you had that you kind of came back from? Don't gotta get too personal, but you know.
Making the money and not doing what was necessary at the time. Being prepared for the downs, because it's gonna come. You make the money, sometimes you gotta sit on it and prepare for the long run. The long haul. You understand what I'm saying? You can have a good holiday season, 100 to 7,000 up in the black. Summer 2 come.
Yeah.
And now all that money that you just made from holiday, now it starts to bring it out. Now it's time to pay bills. Now it's time to do this. Now it's time to pour back into the investment.
So, first question I got.
Yeah.
As you know, my audience is strictly clothing brand owners trying to start and scale their brands, get to the next level. And this is a level right here, I feel like.
Yes.
Getting your merch inside of a store, a retail store. I feel like that's just the next level
For sure.
when owning a clothing brand. So, what does it take for a brand that's watching, a brand owner that's watching, to get their brand in your store?
First things first, man, it's all about the money, bro. It's all about the money. You can have all type of relationships, but it's at the bottom line, the underline is money. Because if I like you as a person and I like your brand, I can have your brand in the store, but it's gonna make me money. It's gonna make you money. Because if it's just sitting on the shelf, you're not making no bread, I'm not making no bread.
Okay.
I would say it has to have a following. Also, the store owners have to take at least a chance. Understand what I'm saying? But in my opinion, I feel like the brand should already have some type of following.
And I was gonna get into my next question. That's a great answer. I was gonna go into my next question. Do you look for online presence like social media and Shopify sales before connecting and making a decision with another brand owner?
So that's actually a very good, and I say no because you can go to a convention and the brand is already there.
Yeah.
They mean that they've already done their groundwork to be to progress to be in the convention, and they're serious about their exposure. Not saying that people who are not at the conventions or at the trade shows are not serious about it, but they're taking that risk, they're taking that leap. And then too, absolutely, because it goes back to what I was just saying as far as them having a presence. Because there's plenty of brands out here that, oh man, I think my brand is hot. Well, do you have Instagram? Do you got social media? And then in today's day and age, bro, people are monetizing their ideas because they're putting on paper, they're putting on garments, they're putting on denim, taking advantage of as society's chances now, or as social media.
So if a brand owner came into your store with the hottest shit, the hottest product, and you've never seen it before, but their brand presence just wasn't there, you wouldn't accept it?
I would probably do a small run if I liked it personally, and then I went to the table, me and business partner, hey bro, what you think about this?
What do you think? Okay, cool.
But as long as there's a market for it, because the fashion trend, bro, it's constantly changing all the time, literally. I was just in Vegas, I saw a couple brands, and I'm like, that's cool, and now they everywhere.
Wow.
They everywhere. So it's all about timing.
And is it all about taking a risk as a store owner? Like, if I take this risk with this brand, I never know if it's gonna blow up.
Well, so it's about taking a risk in addition to us having to make the dollar. Everything transition in retail, everything transition into making money. So I can have some, like I said, even some of the best brands sometimes hit like ice cream, but it's all about exposure. Being that boys club, some guys, some know what it is, some not.
Yeah.
But it's all about exposure, bro, and making the money.
You talked about getting a small load, right, when you're taking that risk with a new brand. Explain the difference between consignment and wholesale.
I'm gonna loan this out, and then if it sell, we go split the profit. Wholesale, I'm gonna just buy a whole bunch of stuff at a smaller price, and I'm gonna put my margin on it. So like you, and then nowadays, a lot of people don't really do consignment no more because they're not seeing a lot of margin for it. Because A, it's taking up shelf space, they're not making no bread. As an entrepreneur, it comes with it, taking that risk. If I get a small order, small run, then I can kind of minimize some of my losses if that transpires. Understand what I'm saying? Us as entrepreneurs, if we're gonna dive into something, you
gotta go head first.
Absolutely. But also, because of your location, you don't wanna just sky yourself either. That's why I say, me normally, check something out, and I do a small little test run first, like see how it moves. Because now I got room for growth.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I can put my hand in here, do this. Oh, bet. Let me call my sales rep. Let me call my guy. Let's up our order. Y'all got to prove that your brand has to sell in retail stores, no matter how fire it is. How much inventory does a brand typically need to supply at first? Do you do like one each size when it comes to like a certain product? Or I know you talked about the value. So obviously with building your boys club, you're getting multiple. Yeah.
But for the small brand owners that are watching, do you just prefer one in each size, or how do you go about it?
Depending on the piece. If you got certain particular pieces and they hot on the market, or you did a test run and it's out and people buying it, we do 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. So that's 1 small, 2 mediums, 2 larges, 2 XLs, 1, 2X, depending upon what it is. Understand what I'm saying? It's really all about market, timing, if the brand is hot.
For sure. You talked about location. How important is location?
Location is just like real estate. Y'all hear people say location, location, location. That's everything. No bullshit. Example, we here in Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall. Any given day, you can get a customer come in, not even just a celebrity, but just anybody that's serious about fashion, or they just like what you got. And they coming in and they spending $2,000, $3,000, maybe $1,200, $1,100. It really just varies though, bro.
I told them earlier, this is the biggest and richest mall in Arizona.
This is the most populated mall in Arizona. People come from out of the country to come to Scottsdale Fashion Square.
Facts.
Hence why we've been in the mall for 17 years.
What's a red flag that makes you say no to a brand immediately? Besides maybe bringing that value, something else, like what makes you say no to a brand?
So if they're going to multiple locations in the same spot, because now there's no exclusivity.
For sure.
None.
And I've had that situation with a few stores.
There's none. And almost like going to a fashion show or a trade show and you inquiring about, hey, this is what I have. I would like to open an account with what you got. And the first thing that they ask you is, what other brands do you carry? And so they're asking that to see, hey, how well is my stuff going to sell next to A, B, and C? And also to see what other brands you carry, because now they probably talked to 5 other guys and they said the same thing. Oh, we got A, B, and C brand in our store. Okay, cool. No.
Is it like a competition? Like, what is it? Is it a competition thing, or you just don't want to sell the same stuff that's in the mall?
You don't want to saturate the same market. You don't want to saturate the same market. Now, I can say any names. Me and my guy, we got an understanding. He buy this, I buy this, but it's a totally different store.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's okay to carry the same product, but nowadays, a lot of guys don't talk. A lot of store owners don't communicate to say, hey, I see you got this, I got this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna order this, you can order that. Now, we can always play the cutthroat game.
Yeah,
because
then
it's gonna be first come, first serve.
For sure.
But then it becomes a battle of who money longer.
Oh yeah.
Because then I can buy all this out for our region, for the market, and then you gotta wait.
Yeah.
And then for certain brands, they don't come back out. Might be sold out once and now it's done for.
Give me your opinion on this though. What about Hellstar? Because I know when Hellstar came out and they started making their run, it was literally in every store that I went into. too. I don't know if you guys had Hellstar, but
We did carry Hellstar.
and I know a couple of other stores in here carry
Right.
Hellstar. So kind of explain that a little bit. Is that a value thing again?
Hellstar. So, and shout out to them guys, man. They did. Yo, my guy. I'm doing an interview, bro. Hellstar. I think they did wonderful job, but I think they kind of went too commercial too fast. If I'm not mistaken, I read some or I saw something that PacSun just obtained their
Hellstar.
account.
Oh wow.
I could be wrong, so don't quote me verbatim. I thought I had read something while seen something that PacSun was going to have a Hellstar account.
Yeah.
But if it works for you, then it works. Now they're taking their product out of the smaller market because they're going for the bigger dollar.
Right.
So now they're not trying to
keep that exclusivity.
Yeah.
So you rather a brand keep their exclusivity rather than oversaturate themselves?
So, I mean, yeah, because at the same time, man, every store in the perfect society, every store would want their store to be top store.
For sure.
Wherever it is, throughout, if we in the mall, whatever's going on, that's what guys want.
Yeah.
Guys want the lines, waiting like Louis V, like, you know, so it just really depends, man, but everything, bro, is about a numbers game.
For sure. So I noticed with your store, and I feel like a lot of stores are like this, but you guys seem to carry a lot of the same brands, you know? I'm not gonna say that you guys don't venture out to new brands, but you got a lot of the Billionaire, the ice cream, and all that type of stuff. And I feel like you guys have a good relationship with those brands. When do you actually test out new brands? Is it all the time? Is it only downtime? Is it, you know, when do you really test them?
So we've been at Boys Club and ice cream for forever.
Yeah.
Because they be in the game forever.
Sure.
It's all about longevity. So we've reached out to some new brands. We got a couple of new brands in, and they're actually doing very well. But we're not opposed to welcoming and open accounts with any other brands or anything like that. It has to have value and it has to make money. That's the end.
Sure.
That's the end goal. The end goal is to make money. So everybody that want to start a clothing brand, y'all can sit on y'all merch, whatever. But I'm telling you, it has to make money. And then y'all can't be afraid to put y'all feet on the ground and actually go outside and pedal it if you need to. Not everything is gonna be pretty. Like not everything is gonna be a perfect grind. Sometimes you slow and steady.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
Especially online nowadays, I feel like a lot of brand owners solely focus on online sales and they forget about the real world. They forget about in real life. You can
And
still
see
make
too
money.
though, so because Instagram and social media has grown so fast now, people are able to make money quick and they tend to forget about the brick and mortar because some people don't want to go shop on the website.
Yeah.
They want to come in, try it on, but it's a mixed crowd. It's more so 50-50. And I don't think I'll answer your question about the stock that's on hand. A lot of people are doing drop shipping, or they might have a certain amount of pieces and they put an order out and then that order sell out and then they still taking orders and they're taking the money from people, but they're not advising the potential client that, hey, I gotta get more made.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wait time.
It's gonna be a wait time. In the perfect world, bro, that's where preparation comes in at because you have to forecast, you have to project, and you kind of have to stay ahead of the trends, the curves to say, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what I think is gonna pop in the next couple of years.
Definitely.
And so there's discourses, there's chat rooms and forums about fashion and so on and so forth. But some people just got a certain eye for it. Did you bring any samples? Or?
I did. I mean,
Okay.
that's exactly what we finna get to. I got one more question.
Yeah.
So all the brand owners watching, obviously, since they watched this video from start to finish, they wanna know how they can get their merch into a store. Not just yours, but just a store. What would be the first step?
Presentation, you have to be prepared and conduct yourself in a way that you want to be seen. Not proper as in clothing wise, but that's cool too. But come with a line sheet, come with a brand boom link, come with a lookbook, come with different seasons, different catalogs to say, hey, this is what I have. And so then me as a brand owner, me as an entrepreneur, I can say, hey, let's do serious about this. Season 1, season 2, fall 1, fall 2, whatever. And
Sorry to cut you off. We mentioned brand boom. Now I gotta ask you one more. What is brand boom? Because I know that's the major thing when it comes to getting your merch into retail stores.
So brand boom is just a user interface that people will go and order and put their orders into a centralized computer. Say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. It's all about electronic order. It's an electric line sheet.
Yeah.
Basically to say, hey, this is what we got. This is what we don't got. This is the ship date. It's just like a electric account to keep everything together.
So I did bring one of my drops that we just had about 2 weeks ago. My first pair of denim with my brand. I'm really excited about this. We did, like I said, we sold 800 units the first week. You know, we got up there, and I need your first impression.
Cool.
So.
First thing first, brand owners, presentation, right? Everybody wants to feel like that, they got some luxurious, very important because it makes people feel like, hey, I got some quality stuff coming.
Extended flare jeans. They adjust at the bottom so you can go slim at the bottom or you can go flare.
Colorway is smooth. This is a universal colorway. You can pair it, come any type of way with it. Tags on there. See, this is quality. Digging it, man.
We got logos on the buttons.
Attention to detail. Chase, what you think? Sam, what you think?
What you gotta think?
I like that, the yellow patch.
For sure.
What you think, my man?
What you think about these pants right here, bro?
Honest opinion.
That's my brand, Be Special.
I like them.
Yeah? What you like about them?
With these shoes. That's
Yeah.
why I like them.
Bam. Styling right there, huh?
Sure.
Hold your shoe up.
Yeah, them go right with the shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
with the Balenciaga.
That's why I like them.
For
I like
sure.
to wash stuff.
So as a store owner, would you purchase these jeans to put into your store?
Yeah. It'll probably have to be a smaller one like we talked about.
Easy.
You know
But
what I mean?
I gotta prove that it's gonna sell first,
Yeah.
right? Although it's sold online, y'all, and
Yeah.
it's sold for me, we gotta see if it sells for him in his store in his location. Being in Arizona, we got the jorts as well, so I got a shorts version of this.
Okay.
I think that'll probably do a little bit better here. We in Arizona,
Of
it's a little
course.
bit more hot, but that's why I made the shorts, right? Just for the hotter states, right? My guy, I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Busy
Yep.
man right here, but we made it happen. You feel me? All your information, I'm gonna put all of it in the link in the description, but give them all your information, IG, website, whatever.
Cool. So y'all can shop at kingandduck.com, and on Instagram it's King and Duck. If you need a point of contact, it's st.skee on Instagram.
Appreciate you,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
guy.
bet. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Too much free game for y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, too much free game. Like I said, we just had a 30-minute interview with a store owner. Y'all in my DMs all the time asking me how I get my merch inside of retail stores. He just broke it down for y'all right then and there. Like, I don't know any other clothing brand owner on YouTube actually going out here and doing this for y'all, man. But we are about to walk into 151 right now, the store called 151. I'm gonna see if I can find some shoes for this new sample I got. I didn't bring the sample with me, I probably should have, but I know what the color look like in my head. I'm probably gonna show y'all on my phone. What am I, guy? Man, I was over there watching DDG stream the other day. Bro, you gotta tell me what happened. I ain't gonna lie. When I was watching, I'm like, damn. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. These don't match, but these is hard. Well, if they had a different color though, why you gotta go white? I ain't gonna lie, these is decent. I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at these though, these yellow ones.
Actually, you could do something with that. Wait, what is that, a hoodie?
It's the same yellow. It's the same yellow as these. I love unique stuff like this, man. Y'all seen earlier in the video, y'all seen my pants, right? I believe that my pants could be in this store right here. Now, this store 151 is more like real high-end brands like Off-White, Balenciaga, Lanvin. So, you know, they got big accounts with these brands, but I believe that my brand could definitely be in this store, especially if they got stuff like this. I can guarantee y'all, we're not gonna do it in the store, but I can guarantee 100,000% these pants are not in this store, y'all. I was looking for some shoes to go with my sample. That's about it. I don't need no clothes for it. I got a brand. So I don't see too many clothing brand owners really coming out here putting in the legwork for y'all for YouTube, man. If you're interested in starting or scaling your clothing brands, I know that interview wasn't too long, maybe like 30 minutes, but that's just real surface level information, y'all. You gotta think about it. When you join my one-on-one mentorship, I take you step by step on how to set up your brand boom, how to communicate with store owners, how to present your product to store owners, man. I really take y'all step by step on how to do it. So if you're interested in that, all you gotta do is hit the first link in the description and apply to work with me. I don't accept everyone because I get a lot of submissions every single day, y'all. Brand owners wanting to start or scale their clothing brand. You feel me? I don't like to have too many students in my inner circle. That's why I close it every month when we hit capacity, open it back up a couple months later. I wanna have that one-on-one connection with my students, man. I don't accept everyone. So if you do wanna apply, you do wanna work with me personally one-on-one, make sure you hit that link in the description. Before we end the vid, man, you know I gotta get a quick fit check. We go Be Special double brim hat at the top. Go Be Special blank. So I am starting a blank line for my clothing brand. So we got our over the shoulder cut off on, you dig? And then we go Be Special sweat shorts. You dig? Ka-chow. You feel me? Too hard. Belt loops in it with the Be Special belt. Oh my gosh, we're going crazy. Then we hit them with the
with the dirty Thunder Forge. That's the end of the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, I'm bringing y'all fresh new content every single week. I don't see too many clothing brand owners giving y'all game on how to get into retail stores. So this is it right here. Make sure y'all blast this video, share it to any clothing brand owners that are trying to get into retail stores right now. If you watch this video start to finish, that means you are serious about starting and scaling your clothing brand. So I need you to hit that first link in the description to apply to work with me one-on-one, man. Take the risk. That's all I gotta say. If you're skeptical about it, I got testimonies on my YouTube channel right now. Elmira did 15,000 her first drop as a clothing brand owner, and David, Mario, and Dame, who made 10,000 their first month working with me, man. So hit that first link in the description if you're serious about starting to scale a clothing brand. Mr. Be Special, I'm gone.